Hello everyone, welcome to the Viral Report. I'm Lamar. In my previous R. Kelly video, I informed you that Gayle King was doing a sit-down interview with R. Kelly, and I shared some of the viral clips from that interview. I told y'all that social media would be having a field day, and everybody would be talking about this interview. Well, social media has been going in on Robert Goldstream Kelly. Watching the interview was insane. In an R. Kelly update, R. Kelly is now back in jail for not having enough money to pay his $100,000+ child support payments, okay? Which was recently ordered by the courts. In the interview that I'm about to show, at times, Gayle King rubbed me the wrong way, especially how she was snickering and at certain parts of the interview, just so unprofessional at times. If you haven't seen the interview, let's watch it together, and I'll be right back.
I'm surprised that you agreed to do it. Why are you sitting down with us today?
I'm very tired of all of the lies. I've been hearing things and seeing things on the blogs, and I'm just tired.
What are the lies that you're hearing that disturb you most?
Oh my God, all of them. Got little girls trapped in the basement, helicopters over my house, trying to rescue someone that doesn't need rescuing because they're not in my house, handcuffing people, starving people. I have a harem, a cult. I don't even really know what a cult is, but I know I don't have one,
Have you done anything that you regret? Have you done anything wrong?
Lots of things wrong when it comes to women that I apologize, but I apologize in those relationships at the time I was in the relationships.
Have you broken any laws when it comes to women?
Absolutely not.
The 6-part series interviewed 50 people, family members, your former tour manager, numerous women who all claim that you abused them. Are you saying everybody in that documentary was not telling the truth about you? Everybody?
If you really look at that documentary, which I'm sure you have,
I have.
Everybody said something bad about me. Nobody said nothing good. They was describing Lucifer. I'm not Lucifer. I'm a man. I make mistakes, but I'm not a devil, and by no means am I a monster.
I'm going to name the names. Andrea Kelly, your ex-wife, Kitty Jones, Lisa Van Allen, Lisette Martinez, Jerronda Pace, Faith Rogers, Asante McGee. You're saying everything they said in that documentary about you is not true.
They are lying on me.
Why would these women say the same thing about you? That you are controlling, that you are abusive, that you tell women when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when they can sleep, where they can dress. Why would all these women tell these different stories about you if they were not true? And they don't know each other. That defies logic to me.
Right. Until you hear the explanation. You can start a rumor on a guy like me or a celebrity just like that. All you have to do is push a button on your phone and say, so-and-so did this to me. R. Kelly did this to me. And if you get any traction from that, if you're able to write a book from that, if you're able to get a reality show, then any girl that I had a relationship in the past that it just didn't work out, she can come and say the same exact thing.
Are you blaming this on social media?
I'm talking about the power of social media.
Have you ever had sex with anyone under the age of 17?
No.
Never?
No.
I have to tell you, it's so hard to believe that based on all that we've read.
I'm going to tell you something, Gayle. There's one thing. I'm going to tell you something.
What the women said about you.
What women said about me. So nobody's allowed to be mad at me and be scorned and lie on me.
So they're lying on you. That's your explanation. They're lying on you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You feel that people have maligned your character?
I have been assassinated. I have been buried alive. But I'm alive.
So I think the point you're making is, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
How stupid would it be for R. Kelly, with all I've been through in my way, way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you were holding.
That's stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Don't forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me with my crazy past and what I've been through. Oh, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle.
Robert,
Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing.
Robert.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment. His publicist helped calm him down.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep
true.
rolling.
This is not, doesn't even make sense. Why would I hold all these women? Their mothers and fathers told me, we're gonna destroy your career.
But Kelly's emotions remained raw.
It's real girls out there missing. It's real young girls out there being abducted, being raped, okay? They really are on chains. They really do have chains on their wrists, and they can't get out.
Robert,
and they're ending up buried in deep.
Robert, we have to have a conversation.
This is
Really,
not me.
I don't want you just ranting at the camera.
I came here for them to hear me talk.
But
I need help.
What kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes, what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart, because my heart is so big. People betray me, and I keep forgiving them.
You sound like you're playing the victim here. You sound like R. Kelly, you do. When I listen to you,
I'm
it
just
does
telling
sound
the
like
truth.
you're playing the victim
I'm just
card.
telling the truth. And the reason I'm emotional,
But Robert,
and I apologize for that,
No,
is
no, no,
because this
no.
is the first time I was able to say
speak.
something. I've said no, like $350,000 in the bank. And I told her, look, take that. I want to start a new account, and that's the way it is, right? So she said, okay, it's going to take 6 to 7 business days to clear. Does that make sense? How can I pay child support? How? If my ex-wife is destroying my name and I can't work, how can I work? How can I get paid? How can I take care of my kids? How?
Your ex-wife...
Use your common sense.
Your ex-wife says
Three-
you abused her, Robert.
13, lying,
You're-
13 years being married. I flew in on a helicopter. I flew in on a helicopter.
Yes. Yes. Can somebody get us some...
I don't want no tissue. I'm gonna leave. Look, man, look. I'm telling y'all. I flew in on a helicopter with a damn puppy, and I proposed to Azriel, whom I was in love with, and told her, hey, look, I make mistakes, I'm not perfect. We got married, okay? We had 3 beautiful kids. Not once have I ever had a domestic violence call at the house and all this, that, and the other. It never happened, okay?
But in the Lifetime docuseries Surviving R. Kelly, his ex-wife Andrea described a tumultuous and sometimes dangerous relationship.
And I went to the National Domestic Violence Awareness Hotline. And there's 17 questions. There was only 2 things on that list that Robert hadn't done to me. And that's when it became real to me, like, you're being abused.
Is Andrea not telling the truth when she said she was abused by you? Is she not telling the truth?
Absolutely. She's not telling the truth. I love her to death. I have nothing against her still. That is my kid's mother.
She's making that
If
up.
you
Why?
notice one thing.
Why
if
is she
you-
making that up, Robert?
I'm not disrespecting her by saying she's not telling the truth. I'm just being honest. Somebody sent me something on my phone and it said that I hog-tied her. I don't know how to hog-tie people. What would I hog-tie? My kids is listening to this, all of this nonsense, and I ain't been able to spend no time with them. This is real. This is not a lie. What kind of woman would tear down a dad who's trying to have a relationship with their kids? You know how many kids need a relationship with their father?
What is your relationship with your
Oh
children?
my God.
What is your relationship with your children?
Zero.
Zero.
But I know my kids love me. And I'm in love with my kids. I love my kids.
What is your relationship, both of you, with R. Kelly?
We're with him. That's our relationship.
We're with him. Yeah,
We
that's
live
what
with
it
him,
is.
And we're in a relationship with him.
Right.
You just said it.
A
Both-
very strong relationship as
Both
well.
of you?
Yes,
Yes.
most definitely.
You know, how do we say this without being inappropriate? Is this a three-way relationship, or do you each have a separate relationship with him? How does this work?
Well, both
I'm
of
curious.
those.
Yeah.
We
Both of
both have
those?
our individual relationships with him, and
Right.
we all are family all together. We have our moments where we sit and watch movies all together. We go to amusement parks all together.
I'm not talking about Azriel going to movies and sitting watching, going to parks. I'm talking about, is it a three-way sexual relationship?
Sexually, well, first
between
of all,
the
I'm
three
not
of you?
here to talk about my personal life,
Okay.
and I would never share with no one what I do in or outside of the bedroom. And as a woman, I'm sure you would not either.
No, I wouldn't, but
Okay, then. So,
no,
yeah.
no, you're
Next
right.
question.
No, you're right. I would not, but this is a very different circumstance.
It's
and
not
I
a
think
different
it's a fair
circumstance. There are
question.
people all over the world who have multiple girlfriends. It's no different.
Do both of you all believe you're in love with him?
Absolutely.
course.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course.
Should your
No.
parents be concerned?
No.
Why?
Well, my parents knew where I have always been for 4 years. They have known. They know that I've been well taken care of.
They never thought you were missing, Azriel. They just were wondering if you were okay.
Well, my parents have actually came to Chicago and seen me a few times. I've talked to them. They stopped answering my calls.
You know what they say? They say that you were brainwashed. I talked to your dad last night. He says, my daughter is brainwashed, and he's very concerned. He said he was here 2 days ago, and you wouldn't even look him in the eye.
Okay, I wouldn't look him in the eye because he's a liar, and he's a manipulative liar.
I'll tell you why they're concerned, Azriel, because they say she's 17. We found text messages that indicated that she was having sex with R. Kelly when she was
No.
17. Is that true?
No, that is a lie. That is a lie. I was not having sex with him at 17.
Why would they want to lie about you, their daughter?
Okay, so when I first met Robert, my parents told me to lie about my age. So when I met him, he thought that I was 18. On top of that, when I was 17, my parents were actually making me, trying to get me to take photos with him, take sexual videos with him, all kinds of stuff.
Wait. Your parents encouraged you to do sexual videos
Yes.
with R. Kelly?
Yes. And they said because if they ever have to blackmail him, what they're trying to do now, they can use it against him, which is exactly what they're doing.
Joycelyn, I see you nodding a lot with what
Yes.
she's saying. Why are you nodding in agreement with what she's saying?
Because everything that she's saying is true. Our parents are basically out here just to get money and
Your
they're
parents,
scamming.
you're saying the same as saying?
Well,
you're
both of
saying-
our parents. Both of our parents are basically out here to trying to get money and scam because they didn't agree on what happened, you know, with music or wherever it could be, and they're just very upset.
This is the first time hearing, to be honest with you, that your parents are trying to get money from R. Kelly.
Okay.
Because your father told a very different story
Yeah,
to me
well-
last night.
Yeah, he's the manipulative. He's very manipulative, so he's the one you need to watch out for. But my dad and my mom, they started to send threats to both me and him. They said, oh, I'll put all your naked pictures all over the world. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to ruin him. If he doesn't send $20,000 to this bank account by Monday, oh, I'm going to put everything out there and then $10,000 after that. You're trying to solicit me like I'm some hoe. I'm not. I'm your child.
Exactly.
Yeah, you sound very angry with your parents. You sound very angry and very pained. Tell me, Azriel, why you're crying. Tell me.
I'm crying because you guys don't know the truth. You guys believe in some facade that our parents are saying. This is all lies for money. And if you can't see that, you're ignorant and you're stupid as
Because you want to be. All because that's the world we live in. Negativity sells. Gossip is what sells. Rumors are what sells.
But Joycelyn and Azriel, this is more than gossip. This is more than just rumors. These are decades of allegations against Robert Kelly.
We're not here to talk about decades. We're here to talk about what our parents are doing right now.
Right.
And what they're doing right now is all for money.
Not guilty to the newest charges of abusing 4 women, including 3 who were allegedly underage at the time. Our Chicago station WBBM-TV reports police in Detroit are looking into a new allegation that Kelly had sex with an underage girl there in 2001.
Following R. Kelly's emotional interview with Gayle King,
"Hey Joycelyn, this is Mommy."
Joycelyn Savage called her family for the first time in years to let them know she's okay.
I'm just letting you know I need you guys to understand that I'm very happy.
How will we know you're happy when we don't hear from you in 2 years?
Well, I have to go now.
I love you, Joycelyn.
Kelly says he's in a relationship with 23-year-old Savage and 21-year-old Azriel Clary. Both live with Kelly.
What I saw on TV this morning about his way he acted when he got upset, I can only imagine what he does behind closed doors.
Less than an hour before Savage called her family, they held a news conference urging their daughter to contact them. Timothy Savage is Joycelyn's father.
But as a parent, our thing is to make sure that she's healthy, safe, and sound, and make sure she's fine.
Kelly said he met Joycelyn after her father brought her to one of the singer's concerts when she was 19.
I didn't go looking for a Joycelyn Savage. I was doing my show. He brought her and asked a friend of mine to put her on the stage with R. Kelly.
That is absolutely not true.
Gerald Griggs is the Savage family attorney.
At no point has Mr. Kelly ever met Timothy Savage.
And Kelly's publicist says that Kelly was feeling deflated after being led away in handcuffs yesterday. His publicist also says that Kelly hopes to come up with all of the money.
It's crazy how no one wants to believe these women because they're tied to R. Kelly. You know, here on the Viral Report, we don't go with what's popular. You get unbiased opinions and facts over here. If these women say that they're okay, then we have to believe that, right? I mean, I've never heard of R. Kelly murdering or seriously injuring someone who wanted to leave his sex operation. The parents are just as guilty as R. Kelly. I mean, who allows their underage daughter to go live and hang out with an older man, especially R. Kelly? Like, we all know his past. And why do the Savages always want to hold a damn press conference? It's because they're attention seekers who are looking for fame and notoriety. And since their daughter never shot to the level of fame that they wanted, Tim Savage, the father, is making sure he gets all the fame and glory as he can for as long as he can. They could have had their daughter back 2 years ago, but they was holding out and hoping for a come up from their daughter in any way necessary, from R. Kelly or from her shooting to fame. I'm glad that, at the end of the day, the Savages were able to hear from Joycelyn, but why did the phone call have to be televised? Well, I'll tell you, it's because the mother and dad are attention-seeking whores. And before we wrap this thing up, lastly, we've got to talk about Norah O'Donnell.
Exactly. I think what you did, Gayle, was allow him to tell his story and to see, though, his behavior, his temperament, is, I think, what is most revealing of this interview as well. The pounding of the fist, the getting up. I was worried about you. I was actually worried. And let's remind everybody just how many women have accused him of abuse and misconduct.
Well, I have to say, I've never seen anything like that. What was he like before the interview? Because you didn't really know him that well.
No, I don't. Afraid? Did you think he was going to hit you? I actually never thought that. I think that I thought I might get accidentally clobbered, but I didn't think that he would deliberately try to hurt me. I never felt in danger talking to him. I just felt that he had a lot of emotion. He wanted to release it. And, when it was all over, we had a conversation. We said goodbye. And I think at the end of the day, he was glad that he was able to say what he wanted to say.
Okay.
Even if, but it's hard.
I didn't like her ass one bit, playing this typical scared white woman routine, basically painting R. Kelly as the big scary black monster who Gayle should have been vastly afraid of. She's the kind of woman who will call the cops on a black man for no reason other than drinking a soda at the bus stop. I'm glad Gayle didn't feed into her BS. However, Gayle should have checked her ass. But you know what? What can we really expect from Oprah's BFF? All right, I ain't gonna spend any more time on this. I want y'all to tell me what you think about all of this in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'm out of here. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And you know what? I love you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!